Hey guys, this is Jaden here. I'm at a pretty grassy area with I would say having me a Mountain Dew picnic. I got this big cup of Mountain Dew from the gas station. That's good. And I recently thought that it would be a good idea to make a video that randomly shares who are 5 of my favorite Super Mario Logan characters. Yep, I'll be doing that type of list in this video, but before I start this list, I do want to make some things clear. Please note that this is not a ranked list or like a top 5 list. It's just a list that randomly shares who are 5 of my favorite characters in SML. And of course, these aren't all of my favorite characters from Super Mario Logan. And also, please note that my opinion has changed a lot, so this list might not be permanent and all that stuff. So yeah, let me start the list. Okay. So first character on the list is Mario, the protagonist known as Mario, that plumber known as Mario. Yep. I think Mario's a really interesting protagonist, and I like how he has to deal with all these situations with characters like Shrek, Black Yoshi, Rosalina, Woody, etc. And I like how I also like how when Logan voices him, he doesn't really change his voice that much, he just kind of gives him his normal voice. It's like what I do when I voice Goku and Sonic in my skits. Alright, next character on the list is Black Yoshi. Black Yoshi. Mario, please! Let me try it again. Let me see if I can do it better. Mario, please! I love calling that line. Mario, please! Please, I want that Call of Duty! Black Yoshi, Black Yoshi, Black Yoshi. The Call of Duty, KFC, and Kool-Aid loving Yoshi. Yeah, I like his voice. I think he's a pretty funny character, and and I think he's a pretty funny character to imitate. Like, aside from the Mario Please thing, there's also I was about to play the Eba. Yeah, I think the first video I saw, the first Black Yoshi centric Super Mario Logan video that I saw was this one. Was that one old one they did way back in, I think, February of 2013 with Call of Duty Black Ops 2. I like that one. That one's pretty funny. I think Black Yoshi's a really interesting character. I think he's a pretty funny character. I like how he can be an irresponsible jerk to Mario and all that stuff, and I think he deserves to be on this list too. Next character on the list, Brooklyn T Guy. Brooklyn T Guy. Yeah, I remember his voice being a lot different the first time we saw the guy. And I think it was like in a video where he tries to get Toad down from a tree or something. Yeah, I remember his voice sounding a lot different on that video than it usually is. Yeah, I forgot what his voice sounded like, but I remember it sounding nowhere near as close to how his voice usually sounds. Yeah, Brooklyn T Guy, I really like Brooklyn T Guy. I really like how he has to deal with all these jobs and how he constantly has to go over to the Super Mario Logan house to solve the problems. Yeah, I remember one time in the sticky situation video, he said that he doesn't go to anyone else's home for that kind of stuff. He said he doesn't go to anyone else's property except for their property for their problems, for these type of problems. Yeah, I like how he has all these jobs. He's like a firefighter, he's a cop, and he constantly has to go over to the SML house to solve these problems and all that stuff. I like how he has to deal with all these situations. I think he could be a pretty funny character too. Like when he struggles with his wife and all that stuff, I really like how in that one foster home video they did a few years ago, where Brooklyn T Guy joins Jeffy and acts childish to get a Happy Meal and all that stuff. And I like his personality. I think he's a great character. He's a really good character. I think he's a really good character. Like Chef Pee-Pee, I think he's a really good character. But yeah, I would hate to have his life though. Yeah, that poor guy's life. But he's still a really good character though. I think he's always been among my favorite characters. Okay, now moving on. Next character on the list is Mr. Goodman. Now, I remember Brooklyn T Guy, he used to be this character that would have all these jobs and all that stuff, but now for years it seems like Brooklyn T Guy's been taking that place. But yeah, Mr. Goodman, I think he got better over time. Now, I'm not saying he used to be a bad character or anything like that. No, I like him in the early SML videos where he was this nice guy that had all these jobs and all that stuff. But I think he got better in later SML videos. I mean, I know people think he got bad, and I know there's people who think he got bad in later SML because he became a jerk and all that stuff. But for me, I think he became better because he became a jerk and all that stuff. Constantly expecting Mario to pay him, and he has his pretty funny jokes about he tells these pretty funny jokes about him about poor and all that stuff. And, he has a son named what's his name? Richard. Yeah, Richard. He's a pretty interesting character. And yeah, I think he got better. I think he became a better character. I think him being a jerk and expecting all these payments from Mario and all that stuff, made him a better character. And I also feel he got more comedic too, because I think he's also funnier in later SML than he is in earlier SML. So yeah, I think if Mr. Goodman hadn't changed the way he did, he probably wouldn't have made it onto the list. But I think he still would have been a good character, and he's still among my favorite SML characters right now. If he hadn't changed the way he did, he definitely would not have made this list. Okay, now, moving on. The last character I'm going to talk about in this video is Chef Pee-Pee. Like I said earlier, like the Brooklyn Tea guy, I think he's a really good character, but I would hate to have his life, though. Like, seeing what he goes through with Bowser and Bowser Jr. and all that stuff, yeah, I would not want to have his life, but I think he's a really interesting character. I think it's really interesting seeing him struggle with this bad life he has with Bowser Jr., and other members of the SML house. Like, it could also be, there are times where it could also be, like, with Mario, and with Black Yoshi, and with Shrek, and yeah, I think he's a really interesting character, and I think it can be pretty funny seeing all the struggles he goes through with, with these characters that he has to deal with. And I also think it can be pretty funny too, like when he groans and all that stuff, or like when he screams, like, oh, like, when he's annoyed by like Bowser Jr.'s antics or something like that. Yeah, I think Chef Pee-Pee's a pretty interesting. I think Chef Pee-Pee's a pretty interesting character, and he's a really good character. Like, and I find it entertaining seeing the struggles he has to go through in the Super Mario Logan videos. And yeah, I think he deserves to be on this list. And yeah, that's about it for this 5 list, you guys. That's about it for this list, you guys. Who are your guys' favorite Super Mario Logan characters? You can tell me in the comment section down below if you want. There's other characters I could have put onto this list. Like, I guess you could say that I could have put Shrek on this list because, because of the amount of focus I put on, like, Shrek spoofs and all that stuff on this channel. Yeah, Shrek used to be among my top 5 favorite characters, but looking back, yeah, no, he's still a really good character, but top 5 worthy? No. No, I don't think the SML Shrek's that worthy of being on top 5. Like, he doesn't really have that much to his character other like eating cheesecake and using the bathroom a lot and all that stuff. Yeah, I don't think he deserves to be on top 5. He's still a really good character though. Like, I like how he's constantly calling Mario Donkey and all that stuff. He calls it's not just Mario. He could also call other characters, like I remember him calling Chef Pee-Pee Donkey, and I also remember one time in the Shrek's Diet video where he called the Brooklyn Tea guy Dr. Donkey or something like that. Yeah, he's pretty funny to imitate too. Donkey! Yeah, and another SML character that I like that didn't make it onto the list is Woody. Woody is a pretty good character. His lack of screen time, I think, keeps him from being among the best characters in SML. But I still think, wait, didn't he have his own, like, Shrimpo Hunter series? If he did, I don't think I really saw that much of that series. Although I do remember episode 5 popping up in my recommended a lot when I was little. But yeah, Woody is a pretty interesting character, and so far from what I've seen, I think he was at his best at the Asteroid one. He's a really good character in the Asteroid video, where he like eats up that shrimp and all that stuff, saves the day, and he was pretty funny in that one. He was definitely, by far, at least from what I've seen, that's SML Woody at its best. And I really like that one. I really like how that one episode of Mario and Luigi's Stupid and Dumb Adventures that they used to do, where he was arguing with Shrek on whether like they should whether Woody's waffle or Shrek's corn dog should be heated up first. Yeah, one character that I'd say came pretty close to making lists is Bowser Jr. I really like Bowser Jr. and I think he might have gotten better over time since he became like more mature and all that stuff since he grew up. Not saying I don't like Bowser Jr. that much in the early SML videos. I think he's a really good character both in like the early and later SML, but I think I prefer him in later SML. And another SML character I really like is Jeffy. I think Jeffy's a really good character, but as I said in that one video I did where I shared my opinion on that Jeffy Ball Z movie they did, I think he's a really good character, but at times he can be pretty cringy and annoying. Yeah, I don't think I'd consider him a contender for top 5. But yeah, guys, that's about it. I could go on and on about other SML characters I like, but I don't want to drag this video out too long. So yeah, guys, like I said, who are your favorite Super Mario Logan characters? You can tell me in the comment section down below if you want. And that's all for this video, guys. Bye, everyone, and thank you all for watching this video.